The night felt endless. The darkness seemed too heavy to ever lift. But then, in the quiet of her despair, she heard it, a promise whispered into her heart. My light will break through your darkness. Emily had always loved the sunrise, the way light slowly chased away shadows. But lately, she couldn't even bring herself to look out the window. She was walking through a valley so deep, it felt like the sun had forgotten her. Her health was declining. Her relationships were strained, and her prayers felt unanswered. Her smile, once bright, had dimmed, and she wondered if she'd ever see light again. Darkness isn't just the absence of light. It's the weight that presses down when hope is gone. Emily woke up each morning with dread. She dragged herself through the day, putting on a mask of, I'm fine. But deep inside, her soul whispered, you're not going to make it. Loneliness crept in. Fear grew louder. Her journal, once filled with prayers, now carried only questions. God, why have you forgotten me? Why is my world so dark? She didn't realize. Even in the silence, God was preparing an answer. One evening, after another sleepless night, Emily sat in the living room with the lights off. Tears blurred her vision as she whispered, Lord, I can't do this anymore. If you're there, please show me. She expected silence, but instead, a verse she'd memorized years ago echoed in her heart. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. It wasn't a random memory. It was God's voice, reminding her, your darkness is not stronger than my light. That night, Emily opened her Bible for the first time in weeks. Her eyes fell on Psalm 18:28. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light. The words pierced her heart. She realized her hope didn't have to come from her own strength. It came from God's promise. She whispered through tears, Lord, if your light can break through, then shine on me, even if I can't see the way out yet. And in that moment, peace, small but real, settled over her. The next morning, Emily pulled open the curtains. For the first time in weeks, she let the sunlight touch her face. It didn't erase her problems overnight, but it reminded her that darkness never lasts forever. She began writing scripture on sticky notes and placing them around her home. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Psalm 27:1. Though I sit in darkness, the Lord will be my light. Micah 7:8. The people walking in darkness have seen a great light. Isaiah 9:2. Every verse was a declaration. Every verse pushed back the shadows. But the enemy doesn't give up easily. 1 week later, Emily got news from her doctor. Her condition wasn't improving. The darkness tried to return. Fear whispered, see? Nothing is changing. But this time, Emily responded differently. She lifted her Bible, placed her hand on John 8:12, and read out loud, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. She declared, I may not see the breakthrough yet, but I walk with the light of the world, and that means darkness cannot win. Slowly, her life began to change. She joined a small prayer group at church. She shared her struggles honestly, and instead of judgment, she found encouragement. She began waking up each morning with a new prayer. Lord, let your light break through today, in me and through me. One evening, a friend who was struggling sat across from her and said, I feel like I'm drowning in the dark. Emily smiled gently and said, I used to feel the same, but I've learned this. No darkness can stop God's light. He will meet you, just like he met me. The same woman who once questioned if she'd ever see light again was now carrying that light to others. Here's the truth. Darkness is real, but it is not final. Your depression, your loneliness, your pain, it may feel overwhelming, but God's light is stronger. The same God who said, let there be light at creation. The same Jesus who declared, I am the light of the world, is the one who speaks over your life today. My light will break through your darkness. So don't give up. Don't believe the lie that you'll stay here forever. Because even now, God's light is chasing away the shadows. Emily's story is proof that the night doesn't last forever. The dawn always comes. and God's promise is still true. The darkness has not overcome it. So if you're walking through a dark season right now, hold on. God's light is closer than you think. Type Amen if you believe God's light will break through your darkness.